All right, guys, we're tracking a strong thunderstorm over, looks like Madison County, northeast of Athens, showing some signs of some decent rotation with it. So we're going live on that, and we've also got some spotter reports as well of rotation with this storm. So this is a special weather statement on it right now. There's no tornado warning on it yet. Hopefully there won't be one, but there is definitely some signs of rotation with this storm as it's moving off to the southeast. Needs to be monitored, most definitely. Yeah, I'm seeing several different areas of rotation. Looks like it's heading right toward Meridianville. So let me see where this is actually at. I might have to do some corrections here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and leave it at that. But seeing some definitely some rotation south of Thatch, southwest of Tony. Seeing some rotation with this storm, and it does have some pretty close rotation with it too. This thing could be trying to produce a tornado, but looking at the scans, it's not quite there yet, but it is definitely got some rotation in it. Just northeast of Athens currently. And this is going to move into the Madison County area here pretty shortly. It's moving to the southeast. I know I said tracking it over Madison, but I didn't look at my location good enough, so I just put it up to get it up quick as I could. Right now, it's to the northeast of Athens, seeing some rotation with the storm. So we're going to keep an eye on it and keep tracking it. Okay. Nice little tail on the back side of it too, so that's interesting. Very nice inflow notch going up, so interesting inflow notch here. So we're going to watch that carefully to see if it does try to produce something. It looks very interesting on the radar. This is moving off to the east-southeast toward the Huntsville area. I think it'll stay kind of north, just a little bit north of Huntsville. I don't know. Can't call it just yet. We'll watch it, though. Looks like it's definitely heading for the Normal area and Chase area there, and Highway 565 to the northeast of Huntsville. Meridianville also going to get impacted by this storm. Let's go ahead and read it out. Locations in this strong thunderstorm near Harvest are 7 miles northwest of Madison, moving east at 25 miles per hour. 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts and pea-size hail. Areas impacted: Madison, Huntsville, French Mill, Marshall Space Flight Center, Harvest, Holland, Gin, Hazel Green, Capshaw, Ryland, and Elkmont. And let me just say there is rotation on this storm, so definitely keeping a close eye on that. Some of it looks pretty interesting on the scans. Station 28 Skywarn advising watching a rotating storm that is just to the northeast of Athens. If we have any spotters in that area. I did get a message from one of our spotters. I'm trying to get back to him.
I don't know. 4 minutes out.
Roger that. Keeping an eye on it. Very interesting looking little cell there. So far nothing on the ground. That does have some area of rotation in it. Gonna keep an eye on that. Looks like it's moving to the east southeast. It may actually go down to Huntsville. It looks like.
Yes, sir. That's what's on my radar. It's moving straight to the east of Huntsville, 1 mile to the north of Special Weather Center.
Roger that. What are you seeing out there so far? Where's your location at?
I'm just to the east of 251, right by Redwood, about the time East Limestone Road. We're following this little batch of rotation. I'm not seeing anything. It's just heavy rain right now.
Okay. All right. Let's come on.
I also have heavy rainfall, so that I got like 3 to 5 inches on the roadway, so it's very hard to
Roger that. 3 to 5 inches. That sounds pretty dangerous. Be careful out there, that's for sure. Jackson County EMA, are you on frequency? Nope, I don't think so. Station 28 Skyward, I'm going to reach out to him. Of course, this is only moving toward Huntsville, so going to watch it. It's got some areas of rotation in it, kind of just mixed in the storm itself. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. Be safe on the road there. It looks like it's just to the east of Athens and Highway 65.
I got the rotation on the radar just east or just west of Copeland, about maybe a mile out.
Copy that. Received. Okay, awesome. Sounds great. He left his iPad at the office. Okay. My phone has been doing some stupid stuff lately. I don't know what it's doing.
For the time being, I'd like to see a class 4 warning.
Okay, come on. Roger that. You got a way to take down a phone number direct to the Huntsville Weather Service office? I can give it to you direct.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Roger, you'll need to, let them know if you're a train spotter, which you are. You need to let them know all that. The direct line into the office is 1-877-259. Let me look at the rest of it. Stand by. I think it's 8491, but I want to make sure. Two 598-491. All right, let me start over. 1-877-259-8491. Roger, that's right.
10-4, I'll get that reported. Thanks, sir.
Copy, no problem. Standing by, Station 28, 1050. Thank you, Isaiah. Still going to watch this storm. Definitely need to call in some flooding with it. He's seeing 3 to 4 inches of rain on the roadway, I believe he said. It's somewhere right in there. Still watching an area of rotation with it. It's very broad. It's not really it's not really organized at this point. So I'm just going to keep an eye on it. It's very weak at this point, but I am still watching it. And he's cells just west of him. West of Copeland, he said. And I'm trying to find that. I see Capshaw. Not familiar with this area. There's Oakland. Wonder if he meant Oakland. Well, it's north of Oakland, so that doesn't make any sense, but alright. I'll just take his word for it. Not familiar with this area, really. Any other stations with any traffic? Pass along. please call and let me know. Station 28 standing by. All right, everybody, stand by just a moment, and I'll take a look at the comments. All right, everybody, sorry about that. All right, thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Yeah, these storms are likely going to move into Jackson County. This is the batch I was referring to earlier when I was looking at the high resolution models. This thing is headed right toward Jackson County. Sure is. It's entered Madison County, about to be near Huntsville. Rotation not as strong as it was by any means. It wasn't too strong to begin with, but it was there. Pretty interesting signature. So, well, there's Copeland. Just found it. It's right on top of him. Okay, well, so I've got a spike right here for some odd reason around Copeland. Seeing it on 2-3 different scans here, it looks like. Okay, looks like that's an inflow. Strange. Station 28, Skywarn, Isaiah, you said you was around Copeland. I'm not sure if you're off the phone yet, but you said you're around Copeland. You seeing anything there?
Negative at this time.
Roger, that must be a false signature on the radar.
Yes, sir. I was looking at that same signature.
Roger, yeah, okay. I just wanted to check. So yeah, it's like right to the west of Copeland and East Limestone Road. So yeah, that was a little bit strange, but alrighty then. Sounds good. If you see anything, let me know. Was you able to get that report through?
Yes, sir.
All right, copy that. Thanks a lot. Station 28 clear. Standing by 10:55. Yeah, that was false signature. Went away on the secondary scan that came in, so that's good. All right, so let's back it up, run over what we was just talking about. Let me get back to the high res scan here and grab that up. Okay. 10:26, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm near Harvest, or 7 miles northwest of Madison, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour and pea-sized hail. Of course, gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Minor hail damage possible to vegetation. Areas impacted will be Madison, Huntsville, French Mill, Marshall Space Flight Center, Harvest, Holland, Jen, Hazel Green, Capshaw, Ryland, and Elkmont. Now I'm paying attention how this precip is trying to wrap around the circulation there. That's got my attention. If you notice, it's trying to wrap around. So I'll be watching that. It does have a pretty nice, looks like tail, which may be, could be a wall cloud on the ground if you're looking at it. Southwest portion of the storm. If you're around Capshaw, I don't know if you're even seeing it because there's probably no lightning in it. Just to think about it, there is a little bit of hail in it though. It's like the rotation area is right over Fairview, and this is moving off to the southeast toward Huntsville. Yeah, the broad rotation, not looking too organized. All right, looks like we got a gust front. Gonna keep an eye on that. And what have we got here? Got some hail showing up, and still watching an area rotation right on top of East Limestone, moving toward Capshaw. Station 28 Skywarn advised there's an area rotation going right at Capshaw currently. Just letting you know that. It'll be getting pretty close to Capshaw any minute now, and then it'll be crossing the highway after that. It's kind of going to the southeast, it looks like. It's currently located right on top of East Limestone, moving kind of to the east-southeast.
Yes, sir. It's heading right towards Highway 72. I'm looking at it on radar. Thank you, sir.
Roger that. Yep, copy. So it looks like this cell will be moving right along Highway 72 shortly. Be getting right near Capshaw, kind of in between Capshaw and US Highway 72. It'll be traveling to the east-southeast, kind of towards Stone Ridge and Indian Hills area. Rainbow Gap Estates, Skyline Acres, Nolan Hills, Sherwood Park, Elko, Rideout Village, and Oakwood. Right now, the cell is literally right on top of East Limestone and approaching Capshaw. All right, so we have a storm spotter right in that area, so we'll know something shortly if anything's there. Okay. So far, looking good. Let's check it again. Okay, still seeing that little area rotation there. Going right toward Capshaw. No visual sightings yet, but I don't believe there's any lightning with it. Hello, Mike. Hope you're doing good. Good to see you. I don't believe this will be going toward Eider anytime soon, honestly. Yeah, unfortunately, we do have more storms coming. And I'll be honest, I don't think this will even make it into DeKalb County. If the models are correct, it won't. But I'm keeping a very close eye on that area rotation near Capshaw because it's looks like it's trying again to wrap up just a little bit compared to what it was. It has got a nice little tail, maybe a little bit of a hook. Inflow not showing up now. That's a interesting sign. This thing's moving off to the looks like southeast, and it looks like Jackson County. It's definitely moving into Jackson County. And we've got another area of storm development now near Gurley, just to the northwest. Looks like this cell will eventually move to the southeast toward Paint Rock, Woodville, Espell, Pleasant Groves area. Again, it hasn't produced a tornado or anything yet. It just has some rotation. It is a special weather statement. Also, we've got reports of flooding with it, 2 to 3 inches or 3 to 4 inches. It was somewhere right in there. I'm going to lean kind of toward 3 to 4. Pretty sure that's what he said. And seeing some hail in this one south of Maysville, right on top of Brownsboro. This cell here, area rotation going right for Huntsville currently. Looks like it's right on top of Capshaw. Looks like now it is like right on top of Capshaw. Looks like it's just to the southeast of East Limestone now. Again, this is a really weak signature, but it is there. So this storm is actually running into some wind shear. Noticing that. By the way, the storms here are moving in a bit of a different direction than the storm itself. So it looks like it's moving right toward the Rainbow area, Stone Ridge, Indian Hills. Looks like it might go just to the south of Huntsville. I'll just have to watch it because the track looks like it might be trying to move a little bit to the northeast, northeasterly. So Huntsville definitely needs to be watching it. Let's have a look at the reflectivity again. Still showing the area rotation, very broad. Kind of weak too. Yeah, seeing some signs that it may be trying to strengthen up a little bit. Let's check the digital velocity. Where did it go? Okay, this one doesn't have digital velocity evidently. Alright, on that scan it weakened, so let's look at it again. Yeah. So just some weak rotation right now. I'm not sure this storm's going to be able to do it. But it looks like a baby seahorse just a little bit. Yeah, this whole cell has got some pretty intense inflow on it. So definitely going to be some threats of damaging winds with it as it's crossing going into Huntsville. Areas impacted by that. It looks like Grove Park, Grove View Acres, Scenic View, Oakwood, Ridge Village, Summit Place, Hillview Acres. Let's pack it out and get a better idea. Still moving to the east of 25 miles per hour. 1026 was the last update. Still same areas impacted. Madison, Huntsville, French Mill, Marshall Space Flight Center, Harvest, Holland Gin, Hazel Green, Capshaw, Ryland, and Elkmont. Looking down the row of comments here. No, I don't see this storm hitting Guntersville. It's too far north. I don't even see it moving into DeKalb County unless we get additional development ahead of it. And my lady watching, I just now seen that come up. Hope you feel better. She's sick, so I hope you feel better. I've got a lot of comments here. Evan Rube 123, trying to go through everybody here. Kim and Kosh Robertson, Don and Alan McCrary, Jacob, hello all. If I missed your name, Jason Riddle, Tanner Alexander, Mr. Mike, Randy Elrod. Thanks everybody for watching. In case I missed your name, it's looking more like a damaging wind or a strong wind threat at this point, but I did go live because the rotation. That's the whole reason I went live. Yeah, the rotation is pretty much not even concerning at this point anymore. So we'll keep an eye on it, though. I just wanted to mention it to everybody and let you know I am watching it. And, of course, we will go live if needed, and we'll back out. As you can see, the high-resolution model showed this storm moving into Jackson County, and then that was pretty much it. So not all of us are going to get storms from this, but some of us could. So we will keep an eye on it. Let me look at the newest high-resolution model to see what they say about it. But yeah, I had a person ask me today, I bet you have been very busy. You have no idea how busy I've been with this weather. It's been absolutely nuts. All right, so it's showing an extra additional line developing, or actually it's kind of a scattered, broke up multi-cluster deal. Shows a multi-cluster deal getting around Huntsville around, looks like 2 a.m., progresses northeast, goes across Marshall County to Cab. Looks like around 3 a.m. So moving forward, they continue to move on out of the area early in the morning. So we'll just have to keep an eye on this. Right now, it's not looking like a really big deal, to be honest. Just some, rain, thunderstorms. And some could have some high winds. That's about it.
Hey, Chris, check your text messages, please.
Roger, I'll take a look. Gotta say, he's the most polite person I ever worked with, so I really enjoy working with him. Gosh, that is hard to tell. Goodness, that is so hard to tell if that's a lowering. Okay, looked at the photo. Let me get back to the radar here. Okay, I am seeing the storm try to strengthen back up a little bit. But as far as the rotation goes, I don't really see any. But if there was to be a lowering, it would be near the Clarksdale area. And looks like that's County Road 11 and Old Railroad, Bed Road. I'm looking at another area where there's some broad stuff, but it's not very strong. So depends on which direction you're looking, honestly. Are you looking south or north or?
I'm sitting at Capshaw looking north towards Clarkdale, so that's possibly it right there.
Yeah, very possible. It is so weak, it's unreal. But it's possible that could be a little bit of a lowering on that. Bring the reflectivity back up here. Oh yeah. I actually think you would need to be looking kind of to the east at this point. Looks like that would be where it's at. There's still a possibility that could be a lowering too near Clarksdale because there is a little area there too. Kind of pay attention to your east at this point. That's exactly where it's at. Right over Northwood, moving toward the Oakwood area, just to your east.
Copy that. I'm heading north towards Clarksville at this moment. I'm heading east.
Roger that. Be safe. All right, so he did. There was a little bit of a lowering. I mean, to be expected with the storm that looks like this. There's a little bit of a lowering, but it wasn't. It wasn't, organized or anything. Like it just looked very weak, very broke up. Not what you'd be concerned with as far as a tornado goes.
Clarksville and heading towards Northwood looks like it's trying to tighten up a little bit.
We'll keep an eye on it though. Yeah, Roger. I see a lot of really broad rotation in this storm. A good bit of it. At one point, it looked pretty interesting, but I'm not seeing much at all now. Now, I did note some rotation moving over the Meridianville area. So I'm still watching that. This whole storm's got just kind of broad rotation all in it.
Yes, sir. I see that also. I'm about to be on Nick Davis from just at Clarkdale.
Roger that. We got the live stream up and we're tracking it right along with you. Keeping an eye on the Meridianville area. But other than that, yeah, it's just a big area of a lot of rotation, broad stuff all through it.
Before I keep that in mind, thank you, sir.
No problem, Roger. It's 11:16. Standing by. Stage 28. But mainly what we're looking at now, I am keeping an eye on broad rotation all in it. It's not nothing impressive, but this is more than likely going to be damaging winds right in this area. Moving to the southeast toward Huntsville. So Huntsville, you're about to get hit by this. The storm does have some rotation pretty much all in the storm itself. It's got a lot of rotation, but it's all broad, nothing tightening up. As you can see, it's kind of rolling a bit. So we're watching that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's just really brought it out. There is some areas of gusty winds with it. Pretty much right ahead of it, right on top of normal. Approaching Huntsville, there's some gusty winds in there. All right, 11:12 p.m. Doppler radar track gets strong thunderstorm over the University of Alabama and Huntsville to near Huntsville, moving east at 20 miles per hour. Wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour in pea-sized hail. Areas impacted: Madison, Maysville, Huntsville, Princeton, Alabama A&M University, Moores Mill, Marshall Space Flight Center, University of Alabama at Huntsville, and Hampton Cove at Redstone Arsenal. So if this thing continues to do what it's doing and doesn't do anything abnormal, probably get ready to wrap it up here as it doesn't look very impressive. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap it up. Keep in mind there is some strong winds with it, but it's just not keeping itself together, thankfully. So my chat has went down. No problem, good spawn weather. Nice to see you on. Appreciate you watching. It has been very, very busy. I mean, very, very. It's been fun, but it's been busy. I wish I could have been out in the field more, though, besides being behind radar, but it is what it is, you know. I got some pretty good footage. I got to see one tornado at least. All right, everybody, going to wrap it up here. If I see anything else concerning, I'll definitely jump back on. So thanks again. Have a great night, everybody. It's 11:19. We'll keep watching it. Again, I appreciate everybody.